Hello, beloved friends. It's been a long time since I have been able to talk to you. A couple weeks ago, my father passed away, and I've been taking some time to grieve and some time to sort of distance myself so that I can hear the whispers of what God is telling me in these very, very difficult moments. I'm trying to figure out like what to say, what to do, how to act, how to be on social media. I'm actually taking a break from social media because it's been a hard season in all of our lives. I know that you guys are probably with heavy hearts right now as well. I don't know what to say, but I do know who to pray to in times like this. I know that Jesus is a ever-present help to us when we are down, and he has been my everything in this past couple weeks when I have been grieving the death of my father in isolation and just grieving over the fact that we're not gonna be able to have a funeral, you know, not able to do like things as normal, but rejoicing that God knew that this would be our position, so he knew that he would be enough in this season for me, and I know that he is enough for you, and that he will sustain you and give you hope through the hardest of seasons. And I pray that you're doing well. I hope that you know that I'm praying for you, that I'm rooting and believing for your life, and I know that if you're going through it like I am, I do believe that there is hope. There is hope, there is hope, there is hope. So don't stay discouraged. Don't lose your hope. Don't lose your esperanza. Esperanza is the word for hope in Spanish, and that's what my grandmother's name used to be. I love that name. I love that word, esperanza. It's just the hope that something good is coming. So today I'm going to be making a DIY cross for my wall. I have a huge wall in my living room, and it's been bare for far too long. I'm taking this time of grieving as a time of just like creative expression, and I'm gonna make a cross with some tiles that I got at Home Depot for bathrooms. I got them to cut a plywood for me, and I'm gonna affix it with a couple of screws and make a cross from it. Then I'm gonna spray paint the whole cross with white, and I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue on the tiles and hopefully create a beautiful piece to go on top of this huge painting that we have in our living room that's a beautiful wave. But I feel like that will be a really meaningful something for me to do for grieving my dad, and doing something creative that will just sort of embody what I'm feeling right now, which is the hope of Christ. My father accepted Jesus actually not too long ago with me in prayer, and it was such a beautiful moment for me to know that my father is in heaven right now rejoicing with Jesus. So I just want to do something in memory of my dad. Something to say that he mattered to me and that he had an impact in my heart, even though I can't do a funeral right now, even though I'm not able to grieve with my family, which is, it's been the hardest part of it. I can't go and hug my mom in Mexico. I can't go and hug my siblings in Mexico, but I can do something creative. I can pray to my God, and I can make something that will remain hopefully on our wall to remind me every day that he is with Jesus and Jesus is with all of us. So I'm going to show you my process of doing the cross. I had the idea because I was searching on Etsy for a really long time for a beautiful cross to put up above the wall, and I didn't find something that was going to jive with the vibe in my home. So I was like, oh, what if I just try to make it on my own? So let's go get started. Okay, so these tiles I got from the bathroom section at Home Depot. And this one's really pretty, like it's sea glass. And I got this little plank came together, and I just asked them to cut it for me. I just measured it and I saw, you know, where I wanted the cross to go. And we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna go grab the drill and drill that onto itself, and then we're gonna spray paint it with white. And then we're going to use these tiles to decorate the cross. Woo, I'm excited. We're gonna use liquid nails. This was really inexpensive. And then I'm going to spray paint the wood with this satin finish. This is white. It's for wood, metal, plastic, and masonry. I'm gonna go get the drill. I just learned how to use this. I called my husband because he's not home, and I learned how to use the drill bit to drill a couple little tiny holes on here and then to put the screws on there. So this is ready to be painted. I'm gonna spray paint it with this little satin all-surface paint and primer. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look so cool. Okay, so I have spray painted the cross and I've laid down all the tiles in the way that I want it to be. Now I'm gonna be using liquid nails to affix the tiles onto the wood. And I cut it at a slant. When I'm applying the glue, it works a little better.
Hi, Mommy's gonna glue my little cross right here.
It has to dry for 24 hours, Haley, so you can't mess with it or touch it for 24 hours, okay?
24 hours?
Yeah, that's it.
So when does that mean?
That's a whole day, right?
So tomorrow?
At this time. We're taking a little cotton swab and just going over the areas where we don't want the glue to show.
So, Maddie, how do you like this quarantine? Tell me how much stars. There's only 10 personal. How much stars do you like? You can't say 0 or 1.
2.
But don't you want the time of your family? I thought you said you didn't like school.
I do like school.
I thought you said you didn't like extra math.
I do like extra math.
But you said you didn't.
I do.
This is the photographer talking right now. So, Mommy, how much stars do you like quarantine? There's 10 stars personal, and you cannot choose 1, 0, or 1 or 2. 1.
I like it because I was able to spend so much time.
No, how much stars?
Oh, I give it about 8 stars because I do miss some things.
Okay.
Okay, so we have completed it. Now I have to wait for 24 hours for it to set. I can't wait to show you guys. I think it's gonna go over there in that area. I'm just gonna let it set. It says to let it be for 24 hours, so that's what I shall do, and I'm excited to put it up there. Okay, this is the room where I'm doing the big gallery wall. So I only had that wave up and nothing else, and just recently I just caught the bug to make a huge art gallery wall on this surface, because why not? You know, I wanted to do it in the other room, but it's too small of a room. I think this is the wall to do it because it's so ginormous. So I'm playing around with some of the things, but I do know that I wanted a cross to go up there. I want Christ to be at the center because he is at the center of my life. He should be at the center of my gallery wall. I read somewhere that your gallery wall should display little bits of you and your family. So I feel like this is a very good compilation of who we are. Here we have some playbills of when I lived in New York, and those were the first shows that I went to see on Broadway. My friend Sarah actually had this. She got that frame at IKEA, and then she had her playbills framed, and I thought that was such a great idea. So thank you, Pookie. You are very creative, and I stole your idea, but I'm giving you cred. And that wave, I just freaking love. That definitely is like the vibes of our whole house. Like our whole house has that mint green and blue, and I just have decorated a lot of our home in those colors. So I love that. Then I put this little beautiful print up. We got that in Paris when we went last year for our 11th wedding anniversary. And then I've been doing a hodgepodge of frames. I was scared to do that, but once I started putting them up, and you guys, I've been putting them up with these little 3M command strips. This frame, actually, it didn't work for that one because it was too heavy. So you have to pay attention to what weights they allow. But some of them aren't even frames. Like that one's not a frame, but I put it up and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. That little birdie I painted right at the beginning of quarantine. This is our wedding photo, which we're gonna be coming up on 12 years, June 22nd. And then just a couple of pictures of our family, and one of my girls' paintings is on there too. And then what do we have over here? We have this really cool Sacramento map. I thought that was awesome. Someone sent that to me and it's really sad that I forgot who it was. Whoever it was, thank you, that's amazing. And then I have this little guy that I can change and put any writing I want on it. I have the little lettering stuff. And then this one has a card that my husband got me, and it's really cute, and I loved the card, so I framed it. Okay, here is the reveal of the cross. I decided not to put it up on that wall because it's too big. I made it and it's ginormous, so definitely does not fit up there. But I realized that up above the piano, there was a huge space and I wanted to put it there. So here it is, big reveal. Oh my goodness, she looks so good. On the back of the cross I wrote, in memory of Martiniano Dávalos. That's my father. So this is in memory of him. I love him so much and I miss him so much, and it's almost a month since he passed and I still miss him so much. But every time I look at this, I feel like there's so much hope. You know, his life represented so much to so many people, and he is now in heaven and he is now looking after all of us. So, and that is it for my DIY cross for the wall. I hope that you guys had a good time watching this video. I love you so much. I am excited to start back up full on blogging and vlogging. I am going to take a month off of summer so that I can enjoy time with my family, but I think I'm going to take that time in July. So I'm going to take the entire month of July off of everything because I think it's important for me to have a break from creating, because it's in those times where I feel like I get filled up to start back up again. So there will be a couple of vlogs and videos and things in June, but July is going to be an entire day or entire month off of everything. I hope that you guys will stick around. I hope to come back in August with a lot more creativity and great content for you guys. My hope is that you know that your everyday life is supported and that you're growing with me, that we're both growing in faith, growing in wisdom, growing in courage, and growing into the freedom that Christ died to give you and I. I love you very much. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.